Hello everyone, welcome back. So, today's video is going to be a bit of a different video, so bear with me. But I felt that it was important to actually share. I felt that there's a deeper meaning behind what this is, and I'll explain to you in a bit, behind what this is, and I feel like God was trying to tell me something. Now, I don't really know what it is that he's specifically trying to tell me. I do have an idea, and this is probably what it is because it makes the most sense logically. So, in today's video, we're going to be going over my dream. Yes, I had a dream, but it's a bit of a different dream. It actually doesn't relate to God in a sense, but I think it's something that he's trying to tell me that relates to our world. So, without further ado, I'm gonna get started. This is this is my board. So yes, obviously I told you upgrade, and there's a lot of stuff on this board. So I'm gonna try to go over it as scary. I'm gonna try to go over it as thoroughly as possible. So let me just start. So in the beginning, right? And sorry if I'm adjusting this. This board is pretty big. So, please bear with me. Okay, there we go. I got a better position. So I'm going to try to explain this to you as thoroughly as possible while managing this huge board. So, without further ado, I'm going to start. So this is how it went down. I was, and mind you, dreams get weird. I was in a baseball field. You can see that. I was in a baseball field right there. It says it. This is probably inverted though, so I'm sorry if you actually can't see everything that's happening, but I will explain it to you. So, yeah, I was in a baseball field, and I was with some of my relatives, and we were writing this message. We were writing like a I guess maybe a welcoming message, or like a message that was sent. I was sending a message to something, right? And it was kind of like, like a SOS message, not actually like asking for help, but more of a welcoming messages. See, look, we were sending a message. So we're writing something in the field, probably with the sand. And above us is this object, this UFO, unidentified flying object, or you can pronounce it a UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon, however way you want to pronounce it. But I don't know if this is important. I don't think it is, but sometimes it would appear as a UFO, and then sometimes it appears as a plane. Maybe that's specifying something within the dream, but I'll get to that in a little bit. So then, after we're done writing this message, we go home. We go back to my house. And no, I'm not saying that is my house. This is just a drawing. So yeah, we go back home, and you know how in dreams, when you have a specific dream about like a setting, like a certain place, that place seems to be wonky. Like it's not exactly what it is in reality. Your dream kind of messes with it. So it is supposed to be that place that you know of, but it just looks different. The crazy thing is, the kind of weird thing is that my house was actually normal. It looked like everything that was inside of my house. Like my house was fine. The only difference is in our backyard, we have trees. Our neighbor has trees, and these trees block our view of the sky. So when you look in the backyard, you're not looking at sky, you're looking at trees. The trees were cut down, I think, or they were like thin, kind of like small thistles. Like they were just very thin. We could see the sky clearly though. So that was the only real difference. And I think that was for a reason. Because when we're back at our house, it's like I'd say we were at the baseball field around like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. And then I just end up appearing home, because it's a dream, at like 5 a.m.-ish. Kind of like, when it's not yet day, it's not yet night, it's kind of like before the crack of dawn. It's still kind of twilight, in a sense. But it's turning into day. So, here's the thing. We end up seeing that same UFO that we saw before, along with a whole bunch of other UFOs around it. And if you can see, kind of like making an infinity sign. What I saw it as was an eye. I don't think this is actually the best interpretation of it. Probably made the shape of like an eye, something that was watching us. But you see the little blue beams that are coming out of it. It's like flashing its lights at us, like sending us a message. And then my sister comes and she tells me, and again, it's a dream. I wouldn't know how she actually knows this, but she told me it's thanking you. It's saying thank you to us. I guess for sending us that message, and it came along with its buddies. Here, came along with the rest of its buddies. So, where am I? Just look. Yeah, the UFO. Yeah, the UFOs appear, and they seem to make some type of geometric shape, and they're coming to thank us. I don't necessarily like. I don't know why, but oh, I don't remember where I was. I'm sorry, I can't speak today. I remember where I was. For some reason, my family was actually in the living room because we have our living room and our kitchen and our back door, and you can see out the back door. They were watching the news, and I think they were actually watching the news about these UFOs, but they didn't seem to really care about the UFOs that were outside of our house. And so I was really the only one that was concerned about them. I was actually scared for some reason. I don't know why, but I was actually scared. I felt like I felt uneased. I felt kind of terrified in a sense. So I guess maybe it's supposed to signify something, like I was the only one that's really paying attention to this, or I'm the only one that really got any insight on this. So then, afterwards, night turns, it's a dream again, night turns into day, and then, for some reason, these little charging towers start appear, and the writing actually says charging towers, and you can see up on this one, if I can reach it, that one, there's actually a UFO that's crashed into that tower. These little red things are supposed to be like charges that are surging through the tower. So, again, I don't necessarily know exactly what's going on here, but actually, okay, look, I don't know if you have ever played Call of Duty before. I'm not the biggest Call of Duty fan, but I do love Black Ops 3. And in Black Ops 3, you're able to go to these, they call it Nuka-Cola stations, where you basically buy a soda and then drink it and it gives you like an energy boost. The reason I'm relating this to that in the first place is because, well, zombies kind of has to do with other beings and, well, zombies, the undead. But, you know, it has to do with other beings, just like this. I don't know. It just reminded me of that. But basically the point is, our house changed. A lot of these charging towers started coming around, and our house kind of changed too. We ended up ascending to a second floor instead of like the ground floor that we're at when you walk into the house. And yeah, a lot of the infrastructure started looking like these. And then before you know it, we're outside somewhere, but then you see right under there, the infrastructure actually starts changing. There's a whole bunch of buildings that actually look like these charging towers now, and then you see the charging towers that are next to them. So there's a whole bunch of these charging towers around them, and I think they might be to fuel the aliens, maybe to fuel their hovercrafts, or maybe to give the aliens energy. I don't know. But basically, everything starts changing. It's like it's falling under one thing, and I'll explain why I just said that in a minute. So then, that same gray, you remember this gray UFO? Yeah. Now, it turns red, it has yellow lights with, you know, a blue visor, and it's saying thank you, and then it flies away. So it's in that same spot that it was all the way from night, or in the morning, till now. It stays there, and then it thanks us, and then it leaves. So, that was my dream, basically, in a nutshell. Where am I getting at with this? Let me, put this board down first, because that's pretty heavy. Anyway, I would usually edit these things out, but I don't really have an app for that right now, as you saw. CapCut is down, unfortunately, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. So, what does this actually mean? And if you saw on the top of the board, I wrote Project Bluebeam. Basically, what Project Bluebeam is kind of a government way of using futuristic type technology like UFOs and these big crafts to terrify the world and create a new world order. Hence, all the infrastructure kind of becoming one thing, all interconnected to one thing, following a new world order. And I believe that the hovercraft was saying thank you because it was kind of us that allowed it to invite its buddies and kind of, I guess, take over the world. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna be the cause of something big, no. I'm just a human, so I don't think I would be responsible for anything like that. I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't actually have insight on what any of this means. I don't really know. But this is what I'm speculating because it makes the most sense, if you understand what I'm saying. So, I guess God might have been giving me a vision about how the government, maybe not even just the US government, it could be other governments from other countries around the world, using this futuristic technology to try to establish a new world order, to change our original world order and bring it to a different one. Probably one that's dictatorial, that a lot of dictatorship and authoritarian. Could be. I don't remember exactly what, again, I saw this, I'm pretty sure this was on TikTok. It's funny, how ironic, but, I remember seeing this one video. I think it related to like the Nephilim. Because I'm pretty sure, I think the Book of Enoch talks about the Nephilim a lot more. And it explains how the Nephilim actually were the ones that helped kind of entice man into creating newer weapons, newer technology, war. The Nephilim were responsible for creating war, which is why so many kings went to battle. So many kings fought each other with their spears, with their shields, with their swords, with their stallions. It all makes sense in the long run. I read this one thing that was basically saying, or watched something that was basically saying that, you know, there are demons, and demons are really fallen angels. There are no extra demons that come into existence. Demons are actually fallen angels. And some of these demons are actually in creating this futuristic technology, helping create this futuristic technology, or helping man create this technology, just like the Nephilim helped man create weapons of war. They're helping create this futuristic technology so that evil can win, so that evil can take over. I know it's a lot. Again, I don't understand. I don't really fully understand what this is. I think that's what it's talking about, Project Bluebeam. Like, there have been a lot of other cases where people have had sightings and people were talking about Project Bluebeam this, Project Bluebeam that. And I think that this might be one of the things that actually ties in to Project Bluebeam. Again, I'm not sure. I don't know. God has never really given me like full insight onto what this dream means. It could just be any other regular dream, but the reason why I believe that there's more importance or a more specific important meaning to this dream is because, and yes, this may sound crazy coming from me, but I'll give you the truth of it. I actually don't believe in aliens or any extraterrestrials. I, through the knowledge and truth that God has revealed to me, have understanding, again, this is personal understanding, that there are no extraterrestrials. It's just us. The only extraterrestrials that you could say are angels, demons, and nothing else that's really out there. And there's a bigger meaning behind this, why I don't believe in that anymore. Eventually, one day on this channel, I'm going to take a lot of time out of my life to actually show you or reveal something big, what I mean. And it's not like this is something new. This has been something that people have been going over for years, and people still debate about it nowadays, especially Earth. So one day I'm going to uncover all of that with you, but again, that's a big project for itself. That's a whole other big project that I will work on eventually. And there's also a lot of research that has to be done in order to fully, make that. So I'm just gonna lay off on it for now. For now, I'm just gonna continue with my regular content, just post, make videos for you all. And again, I hope that you are enjoying this. And if you are enjoying this, please make sure that, if you wish, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out so much. It means so much to me, and it's free. You can always change your mind. You absolutely do not have to. And of course, I'm doing this to promote my page, just something as a YouTube creator that you should do, or you would do. You don't have to do it all the time. I'm sidetracking right now, I know. But I will tell you that I'm not the person that tells you, subscribe for a cookie. I'm not that type of person. You can choose to do whatever you want. It's your free will. Besides the point, yeah. So, coming from me, I don't believe in any aliens or extraterrestrial beings. Not like the gray things that you see with the big eyes and the big heads and the slim, skinny bodies. I don't believe in that. So, why would God, or why would I be sent a dream like this if that's not what I believe in? And then when I thought about that, I'm like, oh, this has to do something with humans, or maybe even spiritual beings. Because I do understand the truth of humans. We all exist. We all see each other physically. And I also know spiritual warfare. I know that the spiritual realm exists too. So I tied the dream to that. And that had me thinking. And then that's eventually where I thought of Project Bluebeam. And if you want me to uncover I can't speak today, excuse me. If you want me to uncover more about Project Bluebeam, I will be happy to do so. Just let me know in the comments if you really do want that. I will be more than happy to actually give you a full, as much as I can, presentation about what Project Bluebeam is and kind of why my dream makes sense and ties to Project Bluebeam. Anyway, that is my video for today. Thank you all so much for watching. This kind of is a wacky video. Not really. I mean, editing wise, I can't edit. CapCut's down. So yeah, that really sucks. But it's whatever. It might be for the best. Who knows? We're just gonna have to find out. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. All of you. I do truly appreciate every single one of you that watches these videos. Again, if you haven't already, if you're new here, please consider subscribe. Continue to follow me. I hope you do, because I have a lot more in store to share with you all, especially the revelations that the Holy Spirit gives to me. And I want to share a lot of these things with you. So stick around, stay tuned for more videos coming up. Again, you can see that I am taking my channel seriously. I started posting a lot more, started taking more time to make quality videos, and I want to make more quality videos. So do expect that from me. I'm still new to YouTube. I've been only doing this for maybe even like less than a year. So I'm still, getting used to this. I'm still learning as I go. So bear with me, please, and please be patient as I'm learning to also continue to move forward with my videos, kind of continue to stick to the YouTube algorithm, etc., etc. But I'm gonna let you go now. Sorry for holding you on for so long. Thank you for watching this video. I truly do appreciate everyone who watched this. If you did learn something from this, and if you want to know more, please let me know, because I will be more than happy to share more information about my dream or about Project Bluebeam with you all. That is my video for today. God bless you all. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you all have a good day. Thank you so much for watching.